I am back with my second video for my YouTube channel. And today I am going to be reviewing Imperfect Spiral by Levy. Something that rhymes. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names, so that probably isn't the right pronunciation. But I got this book from Teen Reads, so thank you Teen Reads. I had a great time reading it. And this story revolves around Danielle Snyder, who is babysitting 5-year-old Humphrey for the summer while her best friend is away at camp. And like any babysitting job, they go to the park, they color, all sorts of stuff like that, and they also play football. And Humphrey has almost thrown the perfect spiral when the inevitable happens and Humphrey actually gets hit by a car while walking home from the park with Danielle. Naturally, Danielle is devastated and feeling incredibly guilty even though it wasn't her fault, and all she wants to do is mourn Humphrey for the little boy that she knew. But the members of the community are kind of using Humphrey's death for their own purposes. They say that they need street lights, stop signs, crosswalks, sidewalks on that road because maybe the driver couldn't see Humphrey and stop in time or something like that, when in reality it happened because a little boy ran out in front of a car. There's nothing that could have been done to change it. And also they are concerned about the identity of the driver. And when you read this book, you will know the identity of the driver. But that causes a huge debate, not just in their community, but all over. And Danielle's having a hard time dealing with all this because she's getting calls to come speak at the council meeting, or I need you to be in an interview for this newspaper, and Danielle just wants to mourn the Humphrey. It's actually a really sad book. But she just wants to mourn Humphrey, and she needs to forgive herself. So this is kind of her journey of learning to forgive herself for the guilt that she has, even though she really shouldn't have it. And this book wasn't my favorite book. I'm more fantasy, adventure, that sort of thing. It kind of dragged on a little bit, but if you like realistic fiction, if you like books that deal with problems in the world today, then you would definitely enjoy this book. So I recommend that for you. And people who have not read this book might want to leave now because it's going to get spoilery. So bye! See you later. Okay, we are back with the people who have read the book, or who just want to stay, whichever one. But this book was not my favorite, as I previously said, but it was pretty good. My favorite character would have to be Humphrey. Even though we never really meet him in the present tense, we get to know him through flashbacks. And he's so sweet. Didn't you guys think he was sweet? He's kind of a quirky little kid. He is obsessed with words that begin with the letter P. Proposition, presumption, procrastination. Those are his words, and he's 5 years old, which was pretty funny. He gets it from his dad, though, which I kind of felt bad for Humphrey in the sense that through all these flashbacks, it seems like his father was very strict, didn't really seem to pay much attention to Humphrey, which we learn, you know, because his mom had cancer while she was giving birth to him. So that could be a reason why his father didn't really feel connected to him. But his father gets better at the end of the book, as you saw, and I thought that was great that he offered to help with Justin. Justin! Oh! I did not quite see that coming. I probably should have. I did not know that he was going to be an illegal immigrant or that his parents were driving the car until that day in the park when he was like, I have to tell you something. And she's like, what? Yeah, if I was Danielle, I would be very angry at him for not telling me. Just my opinion. Okay, Daniela. I told you guys I'm bad with names. Danny. Let's call her Danny. Danny, I feel like she acted a lot older than her age. The author said that she was around 14, 15. she seemed very mature in my opinion, very old, so I couldn't quite, she didn't seem realistic for a 14, 15-year-old, but she did seem realistic for, 16, 17, which I liked. She deals with a lot of problems in this book, and you can really sympathize with her, especially with her problems with her friends and her brother. But I loved her friendship with Humphrey. Their banter back and forth was really great. I feel like Danielle was kind of a different person around Humphrey, and slowly throughout the book she began to come back to being that person, which I really liked, especially around Justin. She became really comfortable with Justin after she learned about his parents, different things like that. Danielle's family also was very interesting, I found. I feel like a lot of families can deal with this. The mom kind of wanting the people to succeed, which nothing's wrong with that. I don't think anything's wrong with that. But kind of pushing her kids into that, which Adrian obviously did not like. I liked Adrian too. It's a close second. He had some really great lines in this book. The plot itself in this book kind of deals with a touchy situation. Illegal immigration. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm staying neutral on this one. But this book deals with it a lot. It also deals with death. Very touchy situations. Very touchy discussions. I feel like the author portrayed them pretty well. Another thing that I liked is at the end of this book, everything ties together. There's nothing, no loose strings left hanging, nothing left to the imagination, which I kind of like that better because I like to know what happens to the characters. So by the end of the book, we know pretty much everything. Adrian's getting the restaurant. Humphrey's dad is helping with Justin's situation, his family situation. Danielle has kind of forgiven herself. She's working on it with the help of her friends, and she has definitely made some new friends in this book that will help her with that. So I didn't enjoy this book as much as I could have. What about you guys? Sound off in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye! Don't forget to subscribe, please. Thank you.